I'm all right with that, Poppy. We'll be locked in for Ixu, so we're going full spring 2016 on this top lane, it would seem. So don't expect much to happen up there. We'll have to keep our eyes glued on LongZhu and Crash as they try to impact the mid and bottom lanes.
Well, Jin are going to look to play through mid lane, and LongZhu are going to look to farm and get out of mid lane. That's going to be the battle in this game. Lots of lockdown. Level 6 comes through. Malzahar can start the fight. The flash on Burrow can start the fight. Very clear what's going to happen around the mid lane on the side of Jin, whereas Fly has looked great on that Talia. Down bot.
Boy. Yep, I'll have to hold that thought, Gorilla. He's going to get taken out. First blood goes over to Snowflower. Just catches him with the bullet time, and he can't get out quickly enough. Didn't have the flash. Couldn't get in range for the exhaust.
Much same sort of tonic that Gorilla was dishing out, both on the first day and especially back in Worlds on Wolf in that famous SKT versus Rocks Tigers semifinal. Fire Assault, Ash Ult, doesn't matter, one of them hits, bullet time, you're dead.
All right.
Talia has to roam down, but she's gonna have to be pretty defensive. He doesn't want to come through Malzahar.
Yeah, just gonna cut them off. Blood in the water, and the shark's starting to circle around prey. Oh boy, Fly though, getting caught up with that Nethergrass, doesn't really stand a chance. He falls, LongZhu comes up with the kill, and now the TP coming through.
So
Here
low.
comes Ixu. Kuzan barely staying alive,
Oh.
and Gorilla will go down alongside. Crash, 3 kills picked up for 0.
CC did Ghost Flash get the kill, and they want Prey now.
Oh, and they're gonna have him stun into the wall. The pop-up from LongZhu for good measure. Big piercing arrow comes out for Teddy, and they take him out. He'll pop the heal to keep the Rek'Sai alive. Expression just unable to do anything. He'll get ejected out of the mid lane, and the turret goes over to Jin Air. Gorilla finds LongZhu. Expression walking down. They're gonna go
Really
for
want this one.
Yeah, they get the dredge line. Gets that big shield with the Curse of the Colossus, but Fly is here, has that consistent damage, and he will go down. Ash Arrow doesn't connect onto him. Actually catches Snowflower in the back.
Gonna be very welcome, even though he does have the Essence Reaver.
Oh,
Nice
corruption thrown out. Does connect onto Crash. He takes a good chunk of damage. Stretch line in onto Ixu. You can see Fly throwing out threaded volley, but just tickling the Poppy, not getting any damage in. Nethergrass onto Expression. He's gonna fall. Ixu comes away with the kill. Flash out by Snowflower to keep himself safe. Crash jumps forward, gets silenced for it. Kuzan getting knocked back in with that seismic shove, but Fly just can't come up with the kill.
They responded by sending Ash mid.
Oh dear, Prey
Speaking
getting
of Ash.
locked up, and he just gets melted out. That's going to be a big pull time coming through. 2 members of LongZhu already falling, and Jin Air, they want to tack 3 more onto the list. Big Keeper's Verdict, knocking up Crash and Expression. He'll pop the ultimate to get himself out to safety, but Expression won't be nearly as lucky. Goes down as Teddy picks up the kill. You can see Fly just desperately trying to throw these rocks at the Poppy, but just can't do a damn thing. And now, 3 members dead, only losing Kuzan on the side of Jin Air. They're turning their eyes onto the Baron.
They just can't get access to the backline, Achilles. Nautilus being focused down. The Kha'Zix isn't be able to commit. Now, Kha'Zix alive, but Snowflower's here. Try and keep him away from the pit. Doesn't look like Kha'Zix will get in there. Yep, clean Baron to Jin Air.
Yep. We'll see Jin Air almost stretching 10,000 gold in the lead at the moment. So definitely in a good spot. Flash forward Expression. He's just going to go down. So much damage coming out of Teddy and Kuzan alike. And that's going to be the tier 2 falling. And now without that tanky front line, there's no one on LongZhu to push forward and try to defend this tower. Jin Air likely going to be breaking the inhibitor line right here. Seismic Shove does come through onto LongZhu. Gorilla throwing down the ultimate only pops up Ixu. They're not gaining a whole lot for this. Crash is too low to push forward. Has to go back to the fountain. And Jin Air will find themselves an inhib at 31 minutes.
Yeah, LongZhu just have so many different CCs and frontliners they have to respect that no one is ever getting near Teddy. Snowflower's just being annoying with the misfortune in the backline as well. Things like Banshee Veil, for example.
Yeah, there's no way that he's going to be dying here. Wow, nicely done by Teddy. Keep himself safe. And they'll just continue on this push, knock down yet another turret.
Ash Arrow accuracy doesn't mean much.
Yeah, Arrow Corruption comes through, does lock up Crash for a period of time. Prey in the bullet time will be able to back off. Expression, oh,
Why?
not the target you wanted. Hits the minion, goes way too deep into Jin Air's ranks. And yet again, they completely melt him. Didn't even have to commit the Nether Grasp to that one. Expression, oh boy.
I mean, this is Lee Syndrome-esque play from Expression twice in a row. First time, okay, you overestimate your tankiness. Second time, though, less excuses available. Doesn't matter how the wave clear is. Umti and Ixu move up.
Oh, Gorilla goes really aggressive, flashes forward. Teddy gets popped back. Seismic Shove comes through, but Fly gets caught up in the nethergrass, so Teddy's still going to be alive for the time being. Snowflower will go down from the turret, and now Ixu quite low. Crash jumps forward, doesn't get hit by the piercing arrow, stunned into the wall by Ixu, who comes up with the kill, but he's being slowed up by Prey. The arrow connects, Seismic Shove there to really make sure they can get the kill. But for now, Jin pushing forward, taking out the Baron. Gorilla goes low, Umti comes in, gets a triple knockup. Gorilla about to fall, does go down, but Prey firing off with the flurry is able to take out the Rek'Sai. The Baron has been pulled off of, and this might be an opening for LongZhu. Ixu goes in, goes dangerously low, but they're able to lock up Crash and take him out 2 for 1 in favor of Jin. Let's see just how far they want to push this.
Look close, but it's about not allowing that to happen, Achilles. I mentioned how they kept alive against 3 inhibitors down. Some of their early to mid-game decisions have really let them down. Mistakes individually by players as well. And they will lose this second inhibitor turret. Seeing a rotation to mid as well. Should be a second. Bash is still 10 seconds alive.
Fly getting locked down. Air of Corruption comes through. Nethergrass to really send it home. He goes down.
Heal is up. This is a bit of a last stand for LongZhu. We'll see how much they're willing to give up because they want to walk up. They really do, but they still know they're over 10,000 gold behind. Yeah. Good wards here. Some creative wards as well. Means that they have pretty much, well, in fact, full information. All is teleporting.
Yeah, this is pretty much going to be the Hail Mary. They have to try to win this.
Fast.
Right here, the Baron will go down. Umti picks it up, and LongZhu not able to respond fast enough. They're going to have to try to peel back as best as they can. Gorilla getting chased by Umti, still has a flash available should he need to use it.
Slow.
And yep, slow comes through, so Gorilla will have to flash away to safety. I'm not sure. Double root coming through. Gorilla gets caught. Snowflower pops him over the wall. Third and final inhib turret will go down. They're just desperately trying to get through Ixu, but they can't do it because now there's super creeps knocking down the remaining Nexus towers. Prey going over to try to clear those out, especially get the dredge line in on the Teddy, but it doesn't even matter. He's not tanky enough to survive the onslaught that Jin is bringing to the table. And now with 2 waves of super creeps pushing down from top and mid, the Nexus turret's already down to about half HP. This should be Jin closing out the game. In about 41 minutes, Crash goes in, is able to pick up Snowflower. It's going to be a slight reprieve, but the Nexus is exposed, and surely Jin will win the game right here as Prey goes down. Crash, the only one to live to see the Nexus explode.
And there's Jin. You know, you asked me before the game, is there a chance Jin wins? I gave it 15%, and then I kind of doubted myself and said maybe 30. And the reason why is that LongZhu looked good, but they didn't necessarily look like they were on the same page.